everybody, it's Anya, the adult doll and toy collector. Welcome back to the small plastic world. I'm trying something a little different today without a backdrop so we can talk about my first two Numina dolls. These were the dolls that I got at the Numina event in the fall of 2024. Such a fun time. And I did change their outfits. So I wanted to show you the outfits that I put them in and just kind of look at the fashion pieces. And then I will show you one of the dolls' articulation because it's really cool and they have so many points of articulation. And then we are going to unbox these two vintage jean outfits for the jean doll. Sorry about the glare. They say they're Ashton Drake down at the bottom on the sticker there. So these might be technically vintage if they're from the 90s. And I know Jean was around in the 90s because I remember seeing the ads for Jean in Barbie Bazaar magazine. And then at one point in the early 2000s, I was fortunate enough to be in a fun doll club where a lot of the members had begun doll collecting by collecting the Jean doll. So I got to see a lot of the Jean dolls up close and their beautiful clothing. You could see the quality in the packaging. I mean, I can see from here. And so I'm really excited to put these on my Numina dolls. I guess though, the only thing is that I don't believe the Jean shoes fit Numina. So that's too bad because that would be really nice if they did. But let's quick talk about the dolls and these fashions first. Before we get to that, let's start with Antheria because she here is on our left. Excuse me, Nephalis, we'll get right back to you. So this is Antheria. She is gorgeous. This is her original wig, so I just kept it on her for now. I really only have 3 Numina wigs plus the Rachel wig, which is really specific to Rachel, so I'll probably never remove it from her. And then I redressed this doll for a doll club meeting. This is a Numina dress, and I completely forgot the name of it. I looked it up and I knew the name and I've completely forgotten it, but it is a really cool dress. Look at this cool fabric. It's like a brocade, and the dress has this attached yellow belt. Quick correction, I was mistaken. The belt is a separate piece that's held on with these hooks, and the dress has a real working zipper. And then this really cool purple leather harness with feathers attached that goes around. Now, I had to bring this harness to my doll club and have them help me put it on the doll because I couldn't figure it out by myself. And this is very tacky, so please just, don't judge the doll based on this here. There's supposed to be a string. I have the string. I was just too lazy, so we did that as a quick fix. There's a quick look at the back of the wig. So pretty. The dress is asymmetrical, so it goes over the one shoulder with the harness. And then I just put the doll in these black shoes. I don't have a lot of Numina shoes. I should probably say yet, but I'm not going to because this may be it for the shoes that I get, but these are really cool. Some heels, they've got the gold accents and the heel itself is gold. Thank you, Antheria. Now let's talk about Nymphalis. She is not wearing her original wig. I bought this pink curly wig as an extra, and you know how much I love curly hair, so imagine my joy at seeing pink curly hair. Oh, whoops, we got kind of a box hair situation going on here. Let's fix that. Sorry, doll. You all, I am so inept with these things. And I see your videos and you all do such a nice job. Your dolls look so great, and my dolls, my poor dolls, always look kind of just half-baked anyway. So what I did is I stole this bra top and this skirt from the original outfit of this doll here and put it on this doll because I thought it went okay with this really cool coat that I bought as just a separate item. I think it's really, really neat. It's a really, really nice material. Look at these beautiful lapels and these oversized buttons, but I like that. They don't really open and close. They're just kind of for show, but I think it looks cool. And there is a pocket detail with a real pocket. They didn't have to do that. Amazing. This cool pattern goes all the way around. I just love this magenta and black combination. As one of our gifts at the event, we did get this cool necklace. It's a multi-strand necklace, and then it's got this one bead with a Nazar on it against the evil eye. So the doll is protected. I left the doll's original hose on because they're this bright pink color, and I thought, it works with all these other pieces. But then I did pick out these super cool boots that I got at the event as a separate item. They have real working zippers up the back, which I'm always afraid I'm going to break. But I thought these were really fun, and they kind of don't really go with this outfit, but on the other hand, they sort of do because they've got this purple streak. So that's what I told myself when I was putting this together. And also they're a contrast, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm terrible at getting dolls to hold things, but look at this purse. I had to have this purse. It is pink. It's got this face. There's a little green plastic lips shaped item as the clasp, and it really does open. So you could put a little something in there for the doll. And there's a magnet closed. I don't know if you heard it click, and the back is plain, but because it's pink, I thought it went perfectly with this outfit and the doll's nail polish that she's got on. You don't want to hold your purse? Okay, that's fine. So that was just a look at the outfits. Let's unbox the jean outfits and we'll take a quick look at those pieces, and then we will put them on these dolls. First up, we have this dress. This is At Home for the Holidays costume. All the outfits in this era came with this booklet and a certificate of authenticity. Oh, there's numbered even. How fun. These booklets were really fun. They have the story of Jean. So they tell you about the Jean character's origin. Then they tell you about the outfit with all the details. And then it was really, really fun. They give you a little story. I'll let you pause on the screen if you want to read about the outfit. In case you don't know, the Jean character is a movie star from the golden age of Hollywood. All of her outfits are called costumes because they're based on, one of Jean's roles in one of her movies. So they give you a little story about that movie or a show or something. And then some information about Mel Odom, who created Jean. And then Ashton Drake information on the back, and there's a tag on the outfit with Mel Odom's signature. I don't see a date on this anywhere, but I swear this is 90s, but definitely correct me if I'm wrong. Here are the outfit pieces. We have this pair of satin kind of lavender purple trousers, pants. They open and close in the back with a snap, and then this beautiful dress in this really interesting kind of a mauve, almost burgundy color. The material is nice. I love this embellishment at the top. It's a bow with the same color as the trousers, and then look at this brooch with the faux gemstones. Just gorgeous. And the dress opens and closes in the back with snaps, and the bodice, the upper part is lined with the same lavender fabric, and there's a little bag, jean accessories inside, and look at these earrings. They match the brooch. So cool. It does come with shoes. I'm still gonna try them on Numina just because I'm stubborn like that, but I know they don't fit. They're purple. Our second outfit is Secret Sleuth costume. Ooh, I love the sound of that. Ooh, numbered certificate of authenticity. Story of Jean again. Here is the information about the outfit and a photo, which is super handy if you find pieces, or if you're like me and you're disorganized and you jumble up things. That way you can refer to this and know, which pieces went with which outfit a little better. And here is the story of this outfit and the information about Mel Odom. This outfit came with a lot of different pieces. There is a black dress with patch pockets. I think that's what these are called on the front, and buttons. And it comes with sort of a little capelet. I don't know what to call this. Black and white check pattern, but look, it attaches to the dress with the buttons. Like there's actual buttonholes. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. And the dress opens and closes in the back here with a bunch of snaps. Look at this. It's fully lined, you all. So cool. There is a matching black and white check beret. And look at this, hat pins. So you can attach the hat. Oh my goodness, they thought of everything. There is a pair of hose, a pair of shoes that won't fit Numina, but they are still here. A scarf, a matching pair of gloves. Look at this purse. It's a velvet material. And last but not least, our little accessories bag is earrings in the shape of those same buttons. Why did I never collect Jean? I know why. At the time, Jean was just way more expensive than like Barbie. So I always loved this fashion and everything. At the time, it just seemed too expensive. And I'm going to be honest, I got these outfits at the last doll show that I went to. And I swear, every time now that I go to a doll show, there's somebody there that's selling a collection of these mint and box Jean outfits and at a good price. So I feel bad about it in a way, but I'm kind of glad I can snatch them up for a decent price. So I'm going to put these outfits on the dolls, but first let's check out the dolls' articulation. The dolls are slightly anatomically correct, so just for modesty, I put some things on just to resemble a bathing suit. They have a lot of articulation. The dolls can fully move their heads all around. Their shoulders have the full range of motion out and back and forth. They have double jointed elbows so they can touch their face, and they're blushed. Of course, their wrists flex and rotate and bend. The dolls do have under bust joint. I'm just showing it in the back so they can pivot on that joint there. And they have a full range of motion at the hip. You can see that they are strung. So of course the hip can rotate. Their legs go back and forth. They have a double jointed knee, so they can click in place like that and pivot all kinds of ways. They have molded high heel feet. The toenails are painted, and the ankles do flex and rotate. There's a view of the double jointed knee in the back. Lots and lots of posability with these gorgeous dolls. Let's dress them. We'll be right back, and the dolls will be in their new outfits. Oh, she looks so great in this outfit. I love it. Look at how cute this is. This is so much fun. And that purse it opens so you can put things in there. I'm not great at tying scarves, so that's why that looks a little goofy. And I cannot get the hat to be on the doll's head like it should. So it's just kind of literally just placed on top of her head. And I somehow managed to break one of the earrings trying to put it on. It didn't want to go in easily. So we're having quite a day here in the small plastic world. I love how this looks on this doll. This is super fun. The shoes did not fit. I did try because I'm stubborn like that, but I did just put her back in these black shoes that I had her in before. And I don't think they look awful with the outfit. I think they work for our purposes today. So I am so pleased. This looks really, really cool. So let's see the other doll in her new outfit. Okay, so this outfit wasn't quite as successful. I still think it looks good. I love the bow. Here are the earrings. They are very cool, but also in that bag was this, which I assume is a necklace because it's really long. You can't really see the necklace when it's on the doll. It falls off easily, so maybe it's supposed to be wrapped around the doll's wrist as kind of a bracelet. But the picture in the booklet here does not show a necklace. It does show kind of a bracelet, so I guess. And I did try and like wrap it around the doll's wrists a lot of times, but I just couldn't get it to really stay on. This little hook does not want to cooperate very much, and my manual dexterity is not what it used to be, so I have a tough time hooking this. So I don't know, for now I guess it's just a cool piece. We'll try to figure out some other way, or maybe it'll go with some other doll outfit. I could barely get the dress snapped up, but I did get it snapped here in the back, so this part fits, and the trousers are here underneath, but I could not get them to stay shut when they snap. The body must just be that different. And I have a problem. I barely have any Numina shoes to begin with. This doll doesn't have shoes. So I'm gonna make a couple adjustments. I stole the skirt and the light pink hose, which you can't even see, and these super tall light pink boots from Antheria's original outfit to put on Nymphalis here so that she would have a complete outfit. I know it doesn't really fit the style that this is supposed to have with the vintage pretty trousers under the pretty dress thing, but it works for now, and it does give me holiday vibes, and I do think it works with this pink wig, which I love. And now I really regret not getting at least one other of those at the event. So here are my two beautiful Numina dolls dressed in their brand new to them jean doll outfits. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Would you have switched the outfits and put this outfit on this doll, etc.? Do you know how to put the hat on the doll without the pins? I'd rather not use those if I can help it. Do you have any styling tips? Because you can see how inept I am. Do you collect the jean dolls and their outfits? These things were made with such care and they just look wonderful. I love this vintage style. Do you love the vintage style and the golden age of Hollywood? I definitely do. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me to check out my first two Numina dolls and their new to them outfits. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.